Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Mental Mondays on Intuitive Angling, and thanks a lot for stopping by and checking it out. And this is the Mental Monday Club. If you guys have never been here before, this is something that we do once a week that really it's a break from the fishing tips. We just try to do something to make everybody think a little bit, and it's my favorite part of doing the YouTube channel. So welcome if you're the first time, and welcome back all the regulars. Really appreciate you guys being here today. Today, guys, I'm going to blow your mind because my mind was blown when I really, began learning about this stuff too. I want to talk about the size of our known universe. This is one of the things that has happened with the advent of the Hubble Space Telescope that was launched, when was it, like 40 years ago? It's something like it's a billion miles from the Earth now or something. And then with the James Webb Telescope, the high-tech James Webb telescope that was launched, we are learning more about our universe than we have ever known by quantum leaps. We're learning stuff every single day that we didn't know before. And guys, it is unbelievable what these telescopes are finding, the data that they're collecting out there. So I sort of wanted to have a little fun time talking about this to sort of put it in perspective, sort of give you an idea of how absolutely minuscule we are as far as our planet or even our solar system here. So let's start out from a small perspective and we'll work out bigger. It's like our Milky Way galaxy is approximately 100,000 light years across. And the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy we live in, is considered a pretty small galaxy overall. Because like the nearby Andromeda galaxy, I believe it's something like it's either 1 or 3 million light years across, much bigger than the Milky Way galaxy. But to put it in perspective, just how big our little bitty galaxy is, they estimate there's something like 200 billion planets just in our Milky Way galaxy, similar to Earth type planets. And then on top of that, if you were to drive a car going 60 miles an hour, it would take you 2 trillion years to get across just the Milky Way galaxy. If you were just driving 60 miles an hour, 2 trillion years just to get across it. And also, our Milky Way galaxy, it revolves around the center of it revolves, is rotating around the center of the Milky Way galaxy at almost 800,000 miles an hour. And the circumference of the Milky Way galaxy is so big, even though we're traveling at 800,000 miles an hour right now around the center of our galaxy, it would take 230 million years to make one circle around the Milky Way galaxy, traveling at 800,000 miles an hour. If that's not mind-boggling enough, it's like they estimate there are over 2 trillion galaxies, the size of the Milky Way galaxy or larger, just in our known universe. That is just what we've been able to see, through our telescopes and figure out through the calculations that they can make, about other galaxies out there. 2 trillion other galaxies similar to ours out there. So that, when you start putting that in perspective, that opens up a completely range of questions about, are we alone in this universe? There's no way, guys. If there are 2 trillion galaxies in this, just our known universe, and there's hundreds of billions of planets in each galaxy out there, there's got to be billions and billions of other planets out there that are supporting some type of life. It may not be in the terms that we relate it to. That's just obviously up to theoretical physics there, but I don't think anybody can rationally make the statement that we're alone in this universe, because there's absolutely no way that we are. And the thing about that is, like, it is such a incredible opportunity, and you have to look at it as a gift that we are just here on this planet, and conscious the way that we are, because so many things had to happen just perfect for it to be here. I mean, it's like, two of my favorite people to listen to are scientists. One's name's Brian Cox. The other is Neil Tyson deGrasse. He's pretty well-known scientist. But both of these scientists are very well versed in the just the overall history of the universe and where it's been, where it's at now, where it's going. And both of them were basically saying the fact that the only reason that we are even here on this planet was because of the asteroid that hit the Yucatan Peninsula on the Earth 140 million years ago, and it made 80% of the life on this planet extinct. They were basically saying that that extinction paved the way, for the human species to come about. If the dinosaurs hadn't been made extinct and other type of land mammals like that, we may not even ever be in here. So it's like, when you start and think of terms like that, it's like, it's just a divine mystery. And then you even have to ask, is like, okay, was this some big grander scheme, or was it just random chaos? I don't know if anybody knows about it. I think anybody could be open. It's like when you're talking about a seemingly infinite universe and how magical and wonderful everything interacts with each other, and the perfection and the beauty and just the destruction and the devastation and everything that goes with it. It's like it's one of the greatest questions that mankind can pose to himself out there. But ultimately, the one thing that we do know for sure from the laws of physics is that we are all interconnected. It's like, I don't care if there's 200, if there's billions of other planets out there with other life forms similar or not similar to ours. We are all made from the same atoms and molecules, every single one of us. Ever since the Big Bang 13 billion years ago, all of that stuff is this. We're all made out of the same stuff. So we're all interconnected in this. All the planets, all the stars, all the whatever life forms it may take, we're all part of this big dance that we're involved in. So anyway, it's one of the things about this. It's like that when you're talking about stuff like this, it's hard for the logical, rational mind to comprehend that. I can't comprehend 2 trillion other galaxies out there and the vastness of that. Just the pure vastness of 2 trillion other galaxies is, for all practical purposes, infinity. I don't even know if there's a number that you could put on the stars and planets and something like that. There probably hasn't even been a number that's been figured out. So one of the things that we deal with in today's world is the fact that we know more than we ever have. I mean, people didn't know anything about the nature of our universe 50, 100 years ago even. We didn't know anything about it compared to what we know. But now with the advancements of the deep space satellites and all that type of stuff, we're finding out things that we don't know. We're breaking myths. We're creating new horizons out there, new understanding. And it's probably just the beginning of that. And so I'd say in another 50 or 100 years from now, we'll know stuff now that we never thought we could know before. I mean, as technology in that area gets more advanced with it. Not that I'm a big fan of technology, but as you know, with LiveScope, but in this particular area, it is fascinating. But it's almost to me like it's when you contemplate infinity, and when the mind tries to rationalize and contemplate infinity of the universe, like I said, we can't grasp that on an intellectual basis. It's almost like that has got to be. It's got to be understood from almost like a spiritual perspective, and I don't mean a religious perspective. I'm talking about a spiritual perspective. In that terms, I think that people can grasp that a little bit better when you're talking about the interconnectedness of one, and just the fact that matter cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form, all that type of stuff. So anyway, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff on there you can get on YouTube, and there's a lot of good scientific programs to watch that. So if you ever are in the mood to have your mind stretched a little bit, you can check out some of Brian Cox's stuff or some of Neil Tyson deGrasse's, and it's extremely, extremely interesting out there. So anyway, hope you guys are doing good, and we'll talk later. See you.